What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745, and welcome to episode 21 of the PvP series, the Adamantium process. Since the new PvP tournament is right around the corner, I'm going to show you some of the teams that I look forward to using this season. First up, we're going with two heavy hitters, Deadpool and Captain Britain. And the first thing we did in this battle was check to see if their agent would protect. Since she doesn't have a protect item, we're going to attack Rescue. And I'm going to use the move Save the Queen because it will apply Exposed, and it also does bonus damage against flyers. Then their Thane is going to use Sealing Touch on Captain Britain. It hits with the second hit and it does quite a bit of damage. With our agent, we're going to use Quick Reflexes, and now our attacks will be stealthy. So even if they did have a protector, we could choose who we want to hit. I want to use the Mystic on Rescue, that way we can apply Obsolete Tech. So let's see if we hit her. The Mystic hit does land, and it does 27,000 damage, and also places Obsolete Tech on Rescue. Unfortunately, it looks like their agent's going to use a scroll which heals, and also gives them a blessing which will heal every turn. I used to hate seeing those scrolls, but it has been a while since I've seen one. Next, they use Blackest Void on our entire team. Luckily, we do have the Mystic, so we prevented the debuff. With Deadpool, we're going to use Bang Bang Bang, and then he will follow that up with a level 1 as well, since it's a Scrapper hitting an Infiltrator. So now he has both OP and Imba. Rescue heals quite a bit from that blessing, but she does have Obsolete Tech. Also, since she uses Flyby Attack, we're going to get the counter attack, and the reason is because she won't place off balance or anything like that on us during our first turn. Once again, that's because of the Mystic. So now Rescue is gone, their agent is very low on health, and we might as well try to finish her off. We take her pretty close to death, but it's going to take at least one more attack. On Thane's second turn, he uses Black Hand on Captain Britain. That'll place Despair on him. Then they put Amber Field on their agent. So now she also has a shield that we have to hit through. With my agent, I was considering a number of different moves. And that's because I was really worried about her dodging the attack. But something kept telling me just go ahead and attack and try to finish her off. We don't want her to heal and to get potentially another turn. So finally I decided it's worth the risk to go ahead and use the Warbringer Axe. And it pays off, we do finish their agent. So now it's just down to Thane, and I think it's going to be pretty easy to win this one. By the way, I did want to mention, I got really disappointed that I kept seeing Thane and Rescue on defense. And that's because I was actually planning on using this team. But since I'm seeing so much of them, hopefully you're going to learn how to beat them. I'll just have to search for a new team, but that's fine. My goal is now to show you how to destroy Thane and Rescue teams. So with that being said, you'll see them again in this video. And hopefully by the end, you'll know exactly how to beat them. Now with Deadpool's last turn, we did set up a big Paragon Exploiter hit, so we used Britannic to take advantage of it. So that was a pretty easy win, and we finished with an epic overkill. And since I got some messages about possibly facing weaker opponents in my videos, I just wanted to show you these people are not weak at all. In fact, their armory is outrageous at times. And as you can see, that easy win that I just put up was against a crazy offensive and defensive bonus. This is something I usually don't like to show in my videos, but I just wanted to use this one opportunity to show I'm not facing people with super low armories most of the time, even when I win as convincingly as I just did. In fact, I'm facing people with superior armories and often superior hero rating as well. And I should have included my armory bonus as well, but it's something like 140 and 117 defense. I had mostly utility belts and also grim talismans, so I didn't upgrade too much last tournament. I usually wait at least 1 or 2 tournaments before I upgrade my armory. It just would be way too expensive to do so every tournament. But with this season that's just about to begin here, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it. But I will show you my armory before I do that. And also after, and then I'll show you my hero bonuses as well, even though they're pretty embarrassing for a level 300. I kind of leveled too fast. Alright, enough about that. With this next team, I wanted to use Bruiser Captain America. That's mainly because I wanted to use the Vengeful Empowered ISO 8. I leveled him to 13, that way I could equip it. It applies something called Big and Fast, which I've talked about in past videos. It gives you a chance to get an extra turn when hit while protecting. So I figured that Captain America in his World War II costume was already pretty amazing before. So just imagine giving him extra turns on top of that. And you're about to see exactly what he can do. The other reason I'm including this battle is because they're using Ghost Rider. Now Ghost Rider is a pretty good character, but the Mystic really hurts him. So you can see this entire first round he's trying to put sin stacks on us, but it doesn't work because we're immune to debuffs. So unfortunately, the fact that a lot of people have the Mystic will mean the Ghost Rider is going to be a lot less effective. He already was tough to use before because you could remove the sin stacks. Now he's going to take even longer to set up, so I would advise against using him this season. But those are the main reasons that I did leave this battle in, because I make a pretty big mistake, or at least I continually make mistakes, and you'll see that coming up pretty soon. Right here, the reality hacking starts going insane. That and Infernal Contract are both going to get pretty annoying. We use the leading strike and do 99,000 damage, but Ghost Rider stays in the battle. Next, the enemy agent uses Digital Decoy, so we're going to just use Blackest Void on our turn. That will remove their mirror images and also place Disoriented on both of the enemies. That is, unless reality hacking would have kicked in, but it didn't. So then we're going to use Empowering Strike on Ghost Rider. It was enough to finish him, and this time he didn't stay alive, due to his passive ability. Now this is when the mistakes started happening. I really thought we could finish off their agent with a huge hit from Captain America, but he starts dodging, so that kind of made me want to kill him with Captain America. At this point, we start using everything but attacks to finish the agent. First, we're going to use Improbability Field with our agent. And then on Thor's turn, I believe we're just going to pass. And you should basically never do this. You should just try to finish off the battle whenever you can. I don't know how I could have possibly lost this one, but you never know, and you should just go with the sure thing. Also, watch how annoying this gets. So we skip with Thor, and we go for another shield bash. This time it's not going to do nearly as much damage. But he dodges once again. And at this point I started getting frustrated. So on top of making the battle last longer, I started actually making myself upset. He also got to live and cast Light Fantastic. So now he has Mirror Reality on top of everything. So on my agent's turn, we're going to use Quick Reflexes, and then we aren't able to remove it. So I just decided to use the Mystic on him. This heals him back up to full health. So I mean, this just turned into an absolute disaster. On Thor's turn, we're going to use Inspire Bravery, and then we're going to try to finish this agent this time. So we'll use a Hammer Throw. And after all this, the agent barely lives. Then he even dodges our Storm Herald proc. So it actually got kind of funny at the end there, and we do finish it off with a pretty mediocre shield bash. After that last battle, I wanted to use this team one more time, and we come up against our second Thane Rescue team. Now to be honest, I was using this team at the end of last season, and I planned on using it again, and this guy almost has the exact setup I was going to use. The only thing different is the item set, and he starts out pretty strong with a big hit on Captain America. So I was somewhat nervous, but at least we're going to get the counterattack with the shield bash. Next up is going to be Captain America's turn, and since their agent is kind of hurt, we're going to keep going after him. We hit him with a pretty big leading strike, so we just have to go ahead and do a little bit more damage. Oh, and we do get a Storm Herald proc, so he takes damage from that, and then has Static Charge. So that was pretty awesome. Next, Thane uses Amber Filled, but instead of using it on the agent, he uses it on himself. Now after we use our agent's Quick Reflexes from his armor, we're going to go ahead and try to use the Mystic on Rescue. And that's of course for obsolete tech. It just absolutely makes her much less effective. Not to mention the fact that the Mystic stops her flyby attack from placing off balance, so she will take counterattacks as well. And we get another Storm Herald proc, So that's going to place static charge on her and cause it to trigger on the agent. This finishes him off, so that's pretty amazing. The AI always uses flyby attack, so she's going to get counterattacked. Then on top of that, she takes another Storm Herald proc, and the static charge is going to be enough to kill Rescue. So this is probably the best I've ever done with that passive, as far as proc rates and damage. So with our Thor, we're going to use his level 1 hammer throw, and then we should be able to knock him out of the battle with Captain America. As long as Captain America lands his hit, we should be fine. And that will be the end of the battle and the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and we're gearing up for that next PvP season. In fact, I should have an update video on that tonight, so please stay tuned for that one. Lastly, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, good luck and take care.